It's a relatively new term known as digital infidelity. We spoke with a therapist who says behavior like that is more common than we think. So it got us thinking, how do you maintain a healthy relationship in 2016? And as you can imagine, it's complicated.
Power on and check your feed. It's ingrained into our daily routine. But somewhere in that routine lies a temptation more and more people are giving into.
In a relationship outside of your physical relationship that would include any form of social media, be it text, be it Facebook, be it Instagram, Twitter, anything that you have to turn a switch on.
Susie Marquez, the clinical director at Samaritan Counseling Center, has seen it all. She says since the creation of social media, it has brought on a whole new set of relationship problems.
More access people have to social media, easier access to cross a boundary that they might not have done if it would be a face-to-face interaction. It doesn't make it feel as if you're doing something wrong.
She says the thrill of connectivity is causing a real-life disconnection.
It's so prevalent because we have access to it 24/7.
It's even brought on a new term, back burner relationships. An Indiana University study found that Facebook users in relationships frequently use the site to keep in touch with a platonic friend should their current relationship go south. In the study, men reported twice as many back burners than women. But situations like these are a gradual process.
Like, well, you're constantly nagging me, so they're talking to a person, oh, my wife is constantly nagging me. And then that's where the lines start to get crossed. If you cannot have that discussion with your spouse, but you're having that discussion with someone else, you have developed an emotional relationship that you don't have with your significant other.
A digital disconnect is something West Texan Rob Jenkins knows all about.
It's been a problem, a consistent problem, actually.
Currently single, the local business owner says social media has changed the dating game.
If people like you, they're going to let you know. They're going to let you know. They have a lot more nerve when they're behind a computer.
Jenkins, who travels often in his line of work, believes social media can be toxic to a relationship.
She sees that I'm in New York, and there's people in New York saying, can't wait to see you. You know, I got my tickets. What are we doing after the show? Like, that's going to put bad thoughts into her head. The idea of somebody's looking forward to you being in their town, and I'm here, I'm stuck here, and I can't supervise it. Making it work is difficult. I mean, it takes a lot of work. I mean, somebody has to really trust you, and you really have to trust the other person.
Hard work, no doubt. Marquez says part of her job is helping couples find common ground and setting boundaries.
If you don't have that boundary already established prior to, then when it actually happens, it's like, where did this come from? It's hard because they don't consider it an issue until it becomes an issue.
Marquez says if you don't have those boundaries set by your first or second date, you're just wasting your time and setting yourself up for heartache. But what if you're past your first or second date? What if you're engaged to be married?
Just photography.
Heather Hawkes is at that step.
That's everything I'm telling you.
She's in the process of planning her big day.
Now we're starting to set budgets and we're starting to figure out who's gonna cater, who's gonna bake the cake.
Heather met the man of her dreams in high school.
I always kind of felt something for him.
And she's already convinced at a young age that she's ready to marry her fiancé, Fago.
My favorite thing about him is how he loves me. Like, I just know that there's no one else who can love me the way he loves me.
While the pair are preparing to make the ultimate commitment, Hawkes says getting to this point took a lot of work. Social media almost derailed their relationship.
This Twitter account randomly tweeted out one day after lunch that Fago had a lot of side chicks alongside me, and I was like, what the heck is this? Like, I was kind of mad because this was weeks in a relationship. We're barely starting to know each other.
She says communication was key to fixing their online drama.
You can't believe everything that's on the internet, like everyone says. So eventually I got over it. You have to trust your partner.
But in some situations, finding trust Or rather, rebuilding it can be a challenge.
What is it that you value about each other? What is it that you want to restore in your relationship? We have to go one piece at a time and going back and setting the boundaries.
Jaquez and her fiancé found common ground and have since built an unbreakable trust.
If you don't trust your partner, you're not going to be okay with them doing anything on social media.
But that's not the case for everyone.
If I'm with someone and I'm seeing their phone going off and God, I'm asking questions. Who is that? What do they want? Why are they messaging you? Do they know that you're with me? You know, that type of stuff. And it can cause a problem almost instantly.
At this point, shutting down all internet access and social media isn't realistic. But what is realistic?
If you think in your mind, I probably shouldn't do this, I shouldn't friend this person, or I shouldn't text at another level, then you probably shouldn't.
There are signs of digital infidelity. We have them listed right here. They include loss of interest in sex, change in sleep patterns, demanding more privacy, and making excuses to spend time alone. Reporting in the studio, I'm Tatum Guinn, CBS 7 News.